Namaskar, I am Pradosh Sharma and you are watching Rhythm. The capital city of Dhaka has turned into a grim stage under the interim government led by Muhammad Yunus, where fear and repression prevail, mirroring the brutal tactics associated with the Taliban rule. In what can be seen as an act of extremism, on Sunday, scenes of public humiliation and violence against Awami League supporters took place in broad daylight. Supporters of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party (BNP), armed with sticks and banners, gathered across the key areas of Dhaka, openly assaulting and stripping individuals they suspected of being Awami League members. These shocking events unfolded outside the Bangabandhu Avenue office, where law enforcement officers, in an appalling display of inaction, simply stood by. The turmoil began when Awami League members attempted to honor Shaheed Noor Hussain Day, a solemn remembrance of Noor Hussain, who died protesting against autocratic rule in 1987. Awami League leaders announced a peaceful march to restore democracy and honor the memory of Hussain, whose sacrifice inspired Bangladesh's fight against dictatorship. However, BNP and now the unbanned radical Islamic group Jamaat-e-Islami activists seized this opportunity to unleash chaos, blocking Awami League supporters from gathering, while the interim government deployed 191 platoons of border guard Bangladesh throughout the city, transforming the capital city into a near military fortress. The Muhammad Yunus administration issued statements labeling the Awami League a fascist party and denying their right to peaceful assembly, using this as a justification to arrest hundreds of their members in a crackdown that began well before the scheduled protest. The suppression went beyond mere arrests. Awami League supporters were dragged into the streets, stripped of their dignity and brutally beaten. Among those assaulted were women and elderly individuals targeted solely for supporting the former ruling party. It showed the extent of the humiliation inflicted on these citizens, with Dhaka residents horrified by the present display of violence and the government's complete disregard for basic human rights. It was reported that BNP supporters were especially ruthless, targeting those chanting Joy Bangla, a slogan deeply rooted in Bangladesh's independence movement and the spirit of democracy. In some instances, individuals were beaten unconsciously, while onlookers, including police officers, watched without intervening. The police force present there served as an instrument of state repression, ignoring calls for help from those being assaulted and even detaining the victims after they sought medical treatment. Amidst the chaos, Tariq Kiani, an alleged agent of Pakistan's ISI, who owns Republic Plus TV in Canada, further fanned the flames by releasing a video that blamed Hindus and Awami League supporters for the unrest. What looked like a statement against Hindus, Kiani also made false allegations against Hindus after the attack on the Hindu Mahasabha temple in Canada. The actions of the Yunus administration in collusion with BNP and Jamaat-e-Islami forces have marked a dangerous regression for Bangladesh, where citizens now live under the threat of violence and intimidation. After the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government, Hindus and other minority groups and also the members of Awami League have now become an easy target for the radicals and extremist group of Bangladesh. Awami League leaders, however, refused to back down. They insist that their protests are a necessary stand against the authoritarian regime of Muhammad Yunus, aimed at defending the rights of ordinary Bangladeshis and countering the rise of fundamentalist forces in the country.